Coop in the building.
Mr. Durant on the track.
Hey, Rick.
You already know what it is. Am I still them boys?
Salute the
Rick. Let's go. We don't salute the fake, we salute the ones who stay through the pressure and the pain. Never let the cold fade. When the streets are watching close and the wolves was at the gate. Real ones had the ground, never switched them, never played. No cap, no performance, what you see or what you get. Put in work before the cameras, before a single check. You say you solid, prove it. Cause we watching every move. Step up or step aside, we separating fact from truth. Put that hammer on the coupe, put that door, I let go. You can't fake what's in your blood. Can't manufacture where you're from. When the smoke clears and the noise is gone, only the real ones still stand strong. Salute the real. Salute. We recognize the ones who never fall. Salute the real. Salute. The ones who kept their word and kept it going. No front, no game. Game, no pretend. Ride for your people to the end. Salute the real. Am I still them boys? Yeah. See, these streets got a way of sorting out who's solid. Every test, every trial separates the real from counterfeit. They claiming they authentic, but the proof ain't in the words. Actions over statements, let the record be heard. You hear them talking loud, but when it counts, they disappear. Whole lot of noise, but not a single thing sincere. Bullshit. We call it like we see it on the side, no sugar coat. Hey, Riggs, Coop and Mr. Durant, hold it to your blood. Can't manufacture where you're from. When the smoke clears and the noise is gone, only the real ones still stand strong. Salute the real. Salute. We recognize the ones who never fold. Salute the real. Salute. The ones who kept their word and kept it gold. No frontin', no game, no pretend. Ride for your people to the end. Salute the real. Am I still them boys? Yeah. Put that hammer on them. No apologies out here. We built on what it real and what it real has no fear. Every fraud gets exposed, every poser gets revealed, every lie gets dismantled, every fake deal gets repealed. Bullshit! This is salute the real. We don't play that game. Coop running the show. Mr. Durant with the flame. Hey Riggs, hold it down. You know we came to claim. Am I still them boys? Still them boys? Salute the real. Salute. We recognize the ones who never fold. Salute the real. Salute. The ones who kept their word and kept it going. No front, no game, no pretend. Ride for your people to the end. Salute the real. Put that hammer on them. Let's go. Mr. Durant on the track. Hey, Riggs. Am I still them boys? Yeah. Salute the real. The reproduction.
Ugly motherfucker. You know goddamn well, baby. You wrong, man. All the puss I done hooked your ass up with. You better wear your bulletproof vest all day. Oh, motherfucker. Dang. You too, you fat motherfucker. Good morning, my neighbors. Hey, fuck you. Yes. Fuck you too.
And welcome to another episode of Salute the Real. I am your host, Brandon Cooper, and with me is my hard-working, but always on time and waiting for me upstairs as I get ready. Co-host Mr. Durant. Mr. Durant, how you doing tonight, sir?
Man, I am
Doing excellent.
Yeah.
Hey man, that's a lot. Hey man, that's a great thing to hear, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people ain't doing excellent.
Yeah.
How was your day today?
It was good. I did some recording with the city for the upcoming Main of Mondays.
Okay.
Got to talk to Text Dot today about 290.
What's going on with that? 290, guys. For those that don't know, 290 goes all the way from shit. You can go all the way to Houston.
Yeah.
But it goes all the way through Giddings, come up through
Brenham.
Elgin, Manor. So it goes all the way through Manor on into Austin, all the way through Austin. So there's a lot of building going on in Manor right now, and so it has definitely, in my opinion, I mean, I don't know what you think, do right, but it has definitely surpassed the
capacity of that road.
The capacity of that road.
Here's the sad thing. A lot of people don't realize that road was already past capacity. There's 60,000 cars that pass through Manor every day. And the reason why is nobody can afford to stay in Austin, but everybody work in Austin.
Yeah, facts.
And so when that happened, when Manor had the vote to get the tollway to go all the way through, but you notice the tollway stopped right there at the city limits of Manor, because the citizens voted not to have it.
Wow.
They wanted their town to stay country, but that's kind of silly when you see
My
the
little
growth
town
in
is that
Austin.
same way. It has been so many programs and so many businesses that we heard could have came through my little town of Crockett that people shut down a long time ago because the powers that be wanted to keep the power, keep the access to, money, people coming to them, and I'm assuming not knock out a lot of those small businesses that was
the mom and pop stuff.
Yeah,
but you can't protect them forever.
Yeah.
And if you don't start making those plans, then it's gonna steamroll you. And that's where we at right now. We steamroll because now we got all these businesses and everything in town because they see the potential.
Of course.
But now we don't really have the infrastructure to help them be successful, or the citizens to be successful.
Right.
And so here we are now. And that was one of the questions I asked. We up here trying to fix this problem now, but why was it not fixed in the past? And I wanted them to answer that.
Yeah.
And they pretty much said it. They had the opportunity to fix it, and they didn't want to fix it. They wanted to stay small town. So there's two sides of Manor right now.
I don't know how you could have figured you would have stayed small, though, being this close to Austin.
And the way Austin is growing?
With the insight, just how did you feel like you would go stay this small, being close to a major city?
They was going to force it.
We right there. You're like, man, it's right.
But
right
But
there.
I guess, because that vote happened way back in, I think, 85.
Okay.
In 85, they was a long ways from Austin.
Yeah, they was a long way, yeah.
But they didn't see, because then when Samsung was built in, I think, 96, 10 years later, then, Palmer wasn't even all the way down where it's at now.
Okay.
So there's a lot of growth that happened just since I've been here. And I've only been here for 15 years.
Okay.
And, you would think they would have seen it on the wall, but change is the hardest thing for people to accept.
Oh man,
They can say, I don't like this, I don't like that. No, it's none of those things. It's always change.
Yeah.
And so they try to hold on to it. And like I was saying, there's two sides of Manor right now. There's old Manor and new Manor. And when you drive through, you can see old Manor and new Manor.
Yeah.
The people that been there, their whole life been there for 60, 70, 80 years and stuff. And then you got the people that just moved in less than 5 years ago.
Boy, that old side, I think that old side is gonna be a lot of change in that old side in the next
it's
5
coming.
to 10, boy.
Not even that long.
That ain't that long.
No, less than 5 years. And I talk to the mayor every month, and he's always telling me, he ain't telling me what they want to do. He's always telling me, this is what we planning on doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they already voted on it. They already got drawings of it, Like one of the things where City Hall is, I don't know on my streets yet.
Yeah.
But the road that City Hall is on has no sidewalks.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they have
That is
plans
true. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah,
to start
that's
putting
true.
in sidewalks,
Yeah.
so people can walk up and down the street.
Yeah.
There's no sidewalks along 290 for people to walk.
There is not.
So they working on that to get that. And the tripped out thing is, I'm always looking at the Facebook because that's what got me into doing Frontline Manor.
Right.
And people always complaining, and, they ain't got this, they ain't got that. And they got plans for it and they working on it.
Right.
You just don't know about it because besides getting on Facebook and bitching about it, you don't go any further. Because you go to a city council meeting, you'll find that out.
Right.
You go to the website, you find that out.
Right.
You watch Frontline Mania, you find that out.
Oh man, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause when people say shit, and I see it, I'm like, oh, hey man, we're gonna talk about this on the show tonight. 'Cause
Right.
people complain about this thing.
Right.
Hell, yesterday the water had cut off, not even for long. Shit, I got on the phone and I talked to the lady I do the videos with, because she's the communication manager up there.
Right.
I said, hey, you gonna put out something about the water? She said, I'm already on it.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
It's like, I'm you. I stay in that damn town too. I get bombarded by the same problem. My water was off just like everybody else's water was off. I get stuck in traffic, even though I don't get stuck in traffic, because my black ass don't be traveling when I know traffic's out there. I don't, I got a job to where I get off at 7 o'clock at night and there ain't no traffic.
Right.
And I leave for 6 o'clock in the morning,
Right.
so there is no traffic. So that's why I got a job like that.
Yeah,
And plus,
yeah.
I'm right down the street. If I get stuck in traffic, it still only take me 20 minutes to get to work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I plan my life around bullshit.
You don't have to get on none of the major highways to get to the job.
I go straight down Palmer.
Yeah.
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I take 4 turns and I'm at work.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
But,
There you go.
I remember when somebody was complaining on Facebook, they talking about, man, I went to Sonic today and it took me 2 hours to get home. And I was like, who go to Sonic at 5 o'clock in Maynard? Like, you stupid. You stupid. You either go before 3 o'clock or you go after 6 o'clock. But you don't go at 4 o'clock and think you finna get home
Oh
quick.
man, cause that 290 be stacked.
You know what I'm saying?
Be stacked.
And that's another thing we talked about TxDOT, because people complaining about the lights. Say, why can't they make the lights longer? Because the lights is as long as they can be.
Right.
Because here's the thing, people bitch, but they don't think. Because bitching is easier than thinking.
Right.
If let's say you made that light at 290 and 973 longer,
Okay.
that at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, what happens to all the traffic behind it? Right now, with the lights where they at, that shit goes all the way onto the toll and back up on the toll. So if you made the light longer, that fucking traffic would be all the way to Tesla. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they said that the lights is as long as they can be. They can't make them any longer. And so what they can't even make the road wider because the damn thing is already 4 lanes wide. That shit right through Maine, it looked like the freeway in Houston. It's
Yeah,
so many
yeah.
lanes,
It's-
right?
yeah.
So the only thing you can do is you don't like it, carpool. There's not going to be any public transportation because no outside city wants to pay into Austin's Metro.
Ah.
That's why it doesn't go to Round
why
Rock.
it don't
That's
go-
why it
yeah,
don't go to
no,
Pflugerville. I
Pflugerville.
found
Yeah,
that out too.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, so and it's not even hubs. So Round Rock, why would they get buses? Round Rock don't want buses because they feel like buses bring riffraff into their city. That's the sad thing. You'll never see it in Georgetown either. So they're not gonna pay into the system.
Right.
Even though I don't know who working at your fast food places. I don't know who cleaning your houses. But those are the people that use public transportation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like we live in a symbiotic.
Kids.
Yeah, we live in a symbiotic
Kids are working
community,
in your fast
but
food
yet certain people don't realize that. You cannot have a successful city without a ghetto. Let's just keep it real. You can't. Who doing all that shit? You're already running out the Hispanics, so you barely got somebody to cut your grass. I don't understand it. It's civics.
Find the MLK road, you'll find the
Yeah.
black people.
Yeah, I don't get it. And I guess their problem is they didn't have a problem with black people who cleaning their houses, but then they start getting educated, don't want to do that bullshit no more.
No, blacks don't want to do it no more.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess Hispanics say, man, we see a fucking
I get
opportunity.
calls. I get calls for our company about residential all the time. Like, no, we don't do no residential, baby. We don't do no residential. I am not picking up your drawers and shit. No. I got hard enough time with them little mailboxes at the I sure ain't doing it at your damn house. No. No, I'm not doing residential. I don't care what you pay. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. So I clean up behind my wife. That's enough. That's enough. So we ain't gonna do that. So I mean, it is what it is with that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
man. So I mean, that's some good stuff. I mean, you know.
And that's just me sitting down, talking with the man and listening.
Right.
Because a lot of that shit I'd never even thought about.
Right.
And it's good information, and it's good information that we need to know because we live in the community. Fuck what they doing in DC.
Right.
That it affects us, but not like local government affects us.
Right.
You know, these people, you can see them, you can talk to them, and they're affecting your street light in front of your house, the potholes in your road,
Right.
your water quality. These people are controlling all that shit, but you don't even give them the time of day, but you worried about what the orange dude is doing. I just,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you have access to it. You can drive 5 minutes to a city council meeting and be heard. You
I'm
know?
slowly getting to a point where I mean, less and less I'm going to be talking about the orange dude simply because I mean, we know.
Oh, we know he don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, why are we shocked? After a while, it's just it's like, okay, what's the purpose? You know what I'm saying? So, we just got to continue to deal with this, and what I want to talk about tonight kind of goes with dealing with this in what you feel is your area that you bring to the table. What you bring, what you have, and are you working in, or are you putting the effort in when it comes to what you actually bring to the table, what your purpose is? So tonight, I really wanted to talk about how do you determine your purpose?
Oh, in life.
Yeah, your purpose.
Oh,
What is your purpose? How do you determine it?
that's a good question. 'Cause
How
I
do
wanna
you
know
determine
myself.
what your purpose is? I've been talking to. I mean, always around this time of the year, because it's the beginning of track season. So
Okay.
for us, always around this time, I start now slowly but surely, more and more. I'm starting to hear from a lot of people, because a lot of people participate in events that we host. And I one of my best friends told me, Coop, you got to get to a point where you start to own and claim who you are. And I said, what do you mean? He said, man, dude, you're doing something that people from all across this state and now other states, make time to plan for, drive to, fly to participate in that event. He was like, you've done this whole humble talk for a long time. He's like, but you got to claim that shit based on what you've told me. And I've talked to him about upping the game and changing the environment of this sport, and it not be looked at as the stepchild.
Mm-hmm.
When you were growing up, because you were growing up in Texas,
Yeah.
and you told me that you had to work the family business a lot,
Yeah.
and all that, but you did tell me you ran track.
I did.
Okay. When you were running track, at your school back then, at your high school, what would you say when you talk about track? When you talk about the level, what number, when you talk about the hierarchy of the sports, where would track fit in at?
Oh, in the hierarchy.
Yeah. Like most important, the importance in sports, what would you say it fitted in at?
I would say it fit in third.
Third?
Because, you know, you got football,
Yeah.
you got basketball,
Yeah.
then you got track,
Yeah.
then you had baseball,
Okay.
tennis, and then everything else.
Okay.
And when I say basketball, girls and boys basketball
Right.
was both in there.
Gotcha. Okay. And so now, based on how the South is changing, would you still think that track is third? Just from what you know, I know you don't. I know you're not raising no child right now,
Right.
so you're not. But based on what
Just
you
what
see,
I see
what
in
you
my-
see,
No, because
Yeah.
just like I said yesterday, how they do a Texas relay, but it ain't track no more.
right, right.
You know,
right.
do they still do the track meet out there in Houston? Houston relays?
TSU, the TSU relays?
The Houston relays.
Houston, I don't know about Houston. U of A have
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
I didn't know
See,
about that.
I
knew
used to do that back in the day.
I knew TSU relays, but-
So I would say,
which has fallen off
I would
a
say
lot.
track has fallen off in Texas.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think track is like number 5 right now.
Yeah, I think baseball is higher than track.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I totally agree with that.
But then what's number 4?
Soccer,
Oh yeah, boy, you said
Soccer.
a mouthful. Yeah, soccer was nothing when I was a
soccer,
kid.
soccer has, in my opinion, surpassed track.
Yeah.
And here's the crazy part. Here's
You can find more places to play soccer than you can run around the track.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah.
and you got a better chance of renting out a facility too. So so I'm saying all this to y'all to say that the sport of track, because guys, I don't. It's not that I love track all that much. I don't love track nowhere near like some of these track coaches out here. But what I do appreciate about track is just like any other sport or any other field or anything that you're utilizing to teach people and to train people and to motivate people. It provides a opportunity for folks to not only learn but to create healthy lifestyle, create a opportunity for them to create network, relationships, scholarships, you name it. It creates all these opportunities. And the part about track and field, let's not leave field out.
Yeah.
The field is very important and it's slept on a whole lot. We don't get enough of the big guys out there and the bigger girls that are bigger, powerful, stronger kids that can throw and can pay for their school through throwing. When they think track, they think a lot of times you got to be the fastest kid out there. Absolute lies. Absolute lies.
But
No,
that's who
you
get
do
the glory,
not.
though.
Huh?
That's who get the glory, though.
I don't give a shit. I'm talking about the ones that get the money. The money.
See, people don't hear about the money; they just hear about the
And
glory.
that's why my friend said that Coop gotta stand up and talk. You have a platform now. You're absolutely right. And that's why he said, Coop, you gotta stand up and talk for this sport, even though you're more so about the kids than the sport. That's the reason why you need to talk for the sport. Because you care about what you care about is what you saw over the years, what you've dealt with over the years, what you didn't have when it came to, those father figures in that you got in sports, you know what I'm saying? So you care about a lot of the things that are more important to the life aspect of it. And therefore, you're being blessed to continuously grow and develop in what you're doing. I was told this by a friend of mine. Like, I shut the fuck up because he made me sit back and think a minute. And he said, Coop, you didn't find a hobby. You found your purpose. You found your purpose. He's like, God led you to your purpose. He was like, you say you like kids. You say you'll do it for free. I said, shit, I did it for free. I'm doing it for free. They can't give me a check. This team don't give me a check. You know what I'm saying? So what we have created since then is a way to make money for the team through the meets and all this kind of stuff. And hopefully to be able to pay ourselves something back too, eventually like we want to. But as this team actually paying me anything? Hell no. You know, so yes, I am doing it for free. And he said, well, what you found is your purpose.
Yeah.
He was like, so, man, you're blessed beyond measure because you're able to live in your purpose. He was like, dude, I'm telling you, man. He said, I want you to talk about this one night on your show. And he said, I want you to really ask people that are willing to listen and really be honest with you on your show. You know, are they living in their purpose? That's what he told me. He said, are they living in their purpose? Or are they too busy trying to be who they used to be in the past to see where God's trying to take them in the present and for their purpose? Are they too busy, you know, worried about, you know, day-to-day living to put effort into their purpose?
Right.
You know, are they trusting and having faith? He's a pastor, by the way. Okay, if you ain't figured this out, he's a pastor, guys. He's a pastor. Okay, you know, and trust me, guys. I got a lot of friends that are still deep in the Word, and when they make time to talk to me, you know, I'm gonna listen to them because, you know, I first of all, I appreciate anybody that make time to send the Word my way, you know, if they're thinking about me. And then, but secondly, you know, I was born and raised in the church like most of us, you know, and for one form or fashion, you know, and it's still in me. It's just I'm very, and my faith is not wavered. It's just I choose to go a different route now a lot of times when it comes to all that. So that's deeper. We'll talk about that another night. But are you living in your purpose? Are you living in your purpose? Are you doing the things that make your family, your community, yourself, the people that work with you better because you do put effort into your purpose in life? That would be a question that I start out by asking you, do right? What do you think?
Oh,
not necessarily you, just in general. Do you think people are able to put time and effort into their purpose, or have they even found their purpose?
In general.
In general,
I think
you can solve it yourself, or you can just talk about people in general. You know, however you want to do.
In general, it's definite that people have found their purpose because a lot of stuff wouldn't be happening if people hadn't found their purpose.
Example.
Hell, I know you love football. You absolutely love football. And I know you love the Cowboys.
I do.
And at the professional level,
make third down more manageable.
Have to love what they're doing to get to that professional level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah, I just in general, yeah, there's people who have found their purpose.
Right.
Is it easy to find your purpose? No. Because life be lifing.
Life be lifing.
And
what does that part mean?
That means you could be in high school and really touch on to what your purpose in life is going to be. But you get out of school and that rent's due, the bills due. You just fucked around and had a kid. And next thing you know, you just working every day and you ain't nowhere close to your purpose anymore, you know? Or you think you have your purpose and you doing this thing for a long time and then find out that wasn't your purpose at all and you done burnt yourself out and then you find it at an older age and you can't put as much as you want to into it, you know? I like you said, if you're willing to do it for free, you know, and you're not doing it for yourself, right. That's the biggest thing. I think right. that's the criteria of finding a purpose.
Right.
If you're willing to do something for somebody else and you ain't gonna profit from it, you definitely on the road to finding your purpose.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And if it's easy, that's not your purpose.
When you say lifing is lifing, I mean life is lifing. Like, what are some of the things that get in the way of a person pursuing what they believe their purpose is? You said one a while ago, of course.
Yeah, oh yeah, like bills and rent and stuff.
Bills
like that.
and rent. Okay, here we go. When we talk about not necessarily faith these days, but when we talk about being religious, because if you ask okay, let me ask you this first. When we talk about just black people, women and men, who these days do you think, or at least say they're more religious out of women and men for blacks?
Oh, women.
Women.
All
Okay.
day long.
Okay. I just want to put that out there. Okay. And we know that. We know that to be true. Matter of fact, when you correct me if I'm wrong here. Matter of fact, when a woman says, when you ask a woman, what is she looking for in a man?
God fearing.
God fearing. Okay. All right, here we go. So we're on the same page there. That always seems to come out. I hear women say that all the time. A God fearing man. Okay. I'm not I'm not knocking nobody tonight. But what I'm trying to say is, if you are, another question before I say this, who is putting more effort into employment at this time between the black woman and man?
Well, I don't know about that. I think both sides put a lot of effort into employment.
Who
higher level employment?
Yes.
I would say women.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, and I mean, they put a lot of hours into the job.
Oh, they put a lot of hours in going to school.
Education to get those jobs, and then when they get those jobs,
they
executive level, you're talking about a lot of hours that they're willing to put into those jobs to hold that position. Okay, I know this to be true. I live with one. Okay, so and I'm not knocking them for it, but here's my question on that. When you say that you are faithful or you're religious or you believe in God's purpose for you, if you are putting so many hours into a job that you cannot follow or spend time working on your purpose, is your faith really where? Do you feel like your faith is really where it should be? This is a question. I'm not being an asshole here, guys. This is a serious question. I'm asking this. I don't know. Are you truly having the faith that you're hoping that the mustard seed type faith? Are you truly having that, or are you? Is it just something to say? Because are you doing what you can, but then saying I'm gonna let God have His way after that, or are you trying to put in so many hours to take care of this, take care of that you cannot see, your vision is not clear when it comes to God's true purpose for you on this earth?
Well,
it's a question.
Well, I guess I look at it like this. Purpose doesn't have to be this thing. Like how I think doing the track club is your purpose. Working with those kids is your purpose.
Working with the kids is my purpose.
But that's this thing that
and I utilize track to.
Right.
Yeah.
But who's to say that person working at that job and putting in all those hours is not fulfilling a purpose other than that job? Like, I'll give you an example.
Okay.
I went to the Navy, and I know the Navy wasn't my purpose.
Okay.
But we find ourselves in situations for a reason. And I know I helped a lot of people when I was in the Navy.
Okay.
I was in the right place at the right time to help a guy that was basically getting jumped on. I helped another guy who, didn't really have a role model in his life, didn't even know what a screwdriver was.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And I was there at that moment to help him, or to give advice or this and that. Our purpose may not be this thing. Our purpose may be just
The,
being in the right
work,
place.
the work
at the right
that's
place,
happening, or
yeah.
the actions that
You
are
know,
occurring in that place.
You sitting at the house and you just scrolling and you come across this YouTube video and you watch it. You don't even really have any interest in it, but it's caught your attention. You watch that video and you're like, what am I gonna do with this? I don't even have no interest in it.
Right.
And then one day somebody said, man, I'm trying to figure this thing out. And you're like, oh shit, I just watched a video on that the other day.
Right.
It's almost like you in a place at that time with the information that person needs.
Right,
And
right.
and you fulfilling a purpose. So
And I know a job can do that. I mean,
Right.
what I'm doing is teaching, and I know a teacher has a purpose. A purpose is to help kids to learn, educate them, and create, hopefully, productive citizens,
Right,
saying,
right.
as they get older, that's and well-mannered, productive citizens, so it all is a purpose. I'm not trying to say a job don't have a purpose, because it does.
well,
but,
I'm not even saying the job has a purpose.
well. Yeah,
I say the job is the vehicle to
in
deliver the purpose.
There you go. There you go. Right.
Or the job, or the event,
Right.
or the house, or the neighborhood, or whatever. Those things are just the vehicle to deliver the real purpose.
Kind of
that
how
you
they
have
say
in you.
fellowship can happen anywhere.
Yeah.
Fellowship doesn't have to happen just in
Yeah.
the church. It can happen at any place. Correct.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you can do things that are what's considered. Well, I won't say Christian like, because Lord have mercy, but where we at right now,
Yeah.
it's kind of like a sore word, but things that would be considered good in God's eyes, good deeds in God's eyes, whatever your God may be.
You can teach the word without even teaching the word, just by being in the right place and doing the right thing.
Right, doing the right thing. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that being said, you're absolutely right about that, and I totally agree. Where I was trying to go with it is, are we so busy doing other things and worried about certain things that we're not having the faith, and we're not, therefore not being able to live in our purpose? That's where I was trying to go with it. We're so busy, we're not rest. Rest is important. Let me tell you something. Even the Bible says you're supposed to rest on the Sabbath, technically. Now, so it requires you to have rest. Now, you got to work, you got to eat. You work to eat. Men got to work to eat. That says that. But it also says you have to rest. Okay, if we're not making time to rest, if you are so gun-ho in your purpose that you run yourself in a ground, I don't think that will be smiled upon either, because your body will start to deteriorate. I can honestly say I ran so hard in this thing, and I can speak on myself with this. When I first got involved in this, I ran so hard, and me and my wife did so much because we were trying to win people over and make people believe that we ran ourselves into the ground, mentally, physically, and financially.
Right.
We ran ourselves into the ground. And honestly, we cut a lot of things when it came to the spiritual side too. Because when you run yourself in the ground, come Sunday morning, you done. You done.
Oh yeah, definitely done.
You done. I don't say spiritual because I don't think our beliefs have changed spiritually or nothing, but religiously, we ran ourselves in the ground for sure. You know what I'm saying? To where we just did not have the desire or the energy to participate like we used to. So I think there gotta be some balance, even when it comes to what your purpose is, but I feel like, I just feel like a lot of people don't even know what their purpose is.
Let me read this comment.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. Well, first, Bronzik Hackett, he
Yeah.
said that old money had to die off just like Crockett.
Yeah.
And Tom
Oh
Baker
yeah. I
said,
know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Tom Baker was saying when I was speaking earlier when I was talking about the city stuff.
Yeah.
But Tanya McWilliams, she says, sometimes your purpose is, sometimes God created us not to fulfill our own purpose, but to fulfill other individuals' purpose. And so when you're on that grind, sometimes the mission is not necessarily designed for you, but it's designed for someone else.
Wow.
So that job that you go into, grind and all that stuff, that may be be fulfilling the purpose of somebody else?
Could be
Yeah,
a little different,
yeah.
a little different, but I can see it.
If I'm reading that correctly, you know.
I can see it. I can see it. I mean, so many people. There's so many people that come along the way when you're working at these places that you meet that you're gonna get a good word from. So yes, you could be investing into somebody else's growth, and therefore, completing a purpose. I could take that. And helping them to become something greater themselves. And I mean, I always say, if you do something good for somebody today, because those that that wish the world bad are not taking any days off. So if you did that, then you did something good for somebody, and that might have been the word they needed to get through the day, get through the week, get through the month, inspire them to do better. So kudos to anybody that does that.
In my recordings today, I met Michael Lawson.
Okay.
Over the African American Youth Harvest.
Yeah.
I've always heard of him. I never met him. I got to meet him today.
Heard a lot about Michael Lawson.
And he talked about all the programs and everything he's doing. To me, that's a person that's found his purpose.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and man, he is on it. He started talking about it. He said he wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. And that inspires me.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm finding my purpose, and to see him speak on his purpose inspires me to start speaking more on mine.
Yeah.
Just like your preacher friend was telling you need to start speaking more on yours.
Yeah.
Not that you don't.
Yeah.
But I will say, when you speak on it, it's almost like you say, you use this show as therapy, and it's the things that bother you. But you also should use this platform to build up that purpose.
Yeah.
And you're right, track has fallen off in Texas.
Yeah.
And what you're doing is you're showing people, hey, track is still out here. But yeah, you got to start talking on it more.
Yeah.
And getting that thrill back up again.
Yeah.
Because black people love running.
Yeah.
And track meets.
Well,
man.
it's a gift. It's a gift that we have.
Yeah.
It's a gift, and
it's a reason that you see a lot of us out there.
It's a gift. Let's be 100. When you hear of people in the combines for the NFL running a 4.3, 4.4, the majority of the time, not all the time, there are a few other races, but the majority of the time, it's gonna be a black person.
Yeah.
When you hear of somebody winning the 100, the 200, or even the quarter, the majority of the time, it's gonna be a black person.
But I will say this: you sent me a video of them guys racing, doing 100. That little white guy was hanging in there.
Oh yeah, I like to say, every once in a while you gonna have one that come through here that does their thing.
Boy,
that does their thing. But I think if we don't speak on it enough, it will not get the push that it deserves if we don't put effort into it enough, because again, it's the majority of our kids that's gonna find the most success in it.
And that's the crazy thing. Track and field is the biggest thing in the Olympics, but yet that's not the biggest thing in school or in the area. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. And it's linked to all the other sports.
You said something earlier. Oh shit! I wasn't gonna do a whole lot of cussing tonight. But oh shit! My God! If you are finding yourself successful on a track or field, if you're finding yourself successful in those things, I promise you can go to your sport of choice and probably do a very good job.
Yeah.
If you put now there's a skill set that needs to be for each sport. No doubt about that.
But
no doubt about
them
that.
require you to have wind.
Oh, come on. Endurance, speed,
condition.
explosive behavior, some kind of explosive, being able to jump, being able to, oh, come on, man. It's unbelievable, man, what track can truly do for you. The footwork for a thrower. You know what I'm saying? To truly learn those spins and stuff. You think that footwork won't help you when you come to, getting a scholarship if you wanted it in football?
Long jump.
Long jump, high jump,
Yeah.
basketball. You think you ain't gonna have to jump?
Hell,
You know?
discus. Shot
Discus.
put.
Oh my God! Now,
Yeah.
some of those discus throwers are some of the most all around athletes. I mean, if you take some of those discus throwers, they're big, they're long, they're strong. They can go play a power forward, they can go play a tight end, they can go be a strong baseball player, third, first baseman. Like, these are guys that have the talent to do multiple things, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to being an athlete. And so track is something that like you said, it transitions through all these sports. And if you make it a lifestyle, the training, if you make it a lifestyle, I mean, you talk about a type of health that majority of us never knew.
Yeah.
Never knew. You never, if you made it a lifestyle, you would never touch a 2X shirt. You would never.
Yeah, I guess so.
You would never touch a 2X. You would never touch a 2X. I mean, other than the big boys, you know what I'm saying, the big throwers, you know what I'm saying. But if you was a runner, you'd never touch a 2X. You probably wouldn't touch a 1X. You know what I'm saying? I mean, your lifestyle would be completely different.
Especially
It would
if you keep that lifestyle.
Oh, yeah. I mean, based on what you eating, based on the workouts, and it don't gotta be the hardcore stuff as you're getting older. It's just creating a lifestyle of training that keeps you always looking out for yourself in ways that honestly majority of us do not. You know, we worked out for certain things. So
And track also teaches you how to be a team player, but also an individual player.
yes, the mental toughness that it takes.
Yeah.
To step out there on your own and compete with nobody else to help you.
Yeah.
You know, other than the crowd cheering, you know, that there ain't nobody else out there to help you. You're there. If you get beat, I always say if a point guard get beat, you know, by the guard, he got a power forward back there, he got a small forward, he got a center, he got somebody, you know what I'm saying, to step up. You know, shooting guard, he got somebody to step up and play defense for him. You know, if a linebacker get juked out of his shoes, you know, he got a safety back there. Maybe a cornerback that's fast that can get to the play. You know, a D tackle, you know, run by the play. Maybe he got an edge that can run in. You know, the offensive lineman get beat on the play. Maybe he got a running back there that can pick up a block for him and keep the quarterback off his ass. There ain't nobody there. When you running that goddamn race, that 100, that 2, that 4, that 8, that mile, whatever it is, you running that race and you get back, there's nobody there to save you but you. And in those shorter races, if you get too far behind, you're done. Okay? In no longer races, you're going to have to find something in you that a lot of people can't find. You really going to have to want it if you really get behind. So you're out there for yourself. So the mental toughness that you need is nothing to sneeze at, man. It's nothing to take for granted. And so I tell those kids all the time that have done that work at that level, you know, to have the mental toughness that you had to get as far as you did. Going to 8 to 5, it's a joke. It's a joke. The moment you learn the system, the moment you do this, the moment you do that, when people say you can't do this, I trained when a lot of y'all wouldn't even come outside and wash your car because it was so hot. I was out there throwing up in the grass when a lot of y'all wouldn't even step out and go to the mailbox.
Yeah, I was running before y'all even woke up.
Come on, man. Don't exactly.
I'm
out here
farther than you would walk.
Come on, man. It is hailing rain out here. And my coach had me out here on this track. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't
running.
No trees.
Ain't nowhere to hide.
No nothing.
Ain't nowhere to hide. And my coach had me out here in this rain. So utilize all that now. Utilize all that as you get older. And that's the life lesson. Like it's bigger than track. It's way bigger than track. It's telling you to that you can get through whatever the hell you want to get through if you really want to do it. If it's something that you feel like you need to do to be successful, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, is there anything else?
Oh, Miss Tanya, she just said that she agreed and that you are correct. A service in public health and other individual needs are usually greater than mine.
Gotcha.
So yeah, somebody's purpose could be to be in nursing or in a hospital, and that they service someone else. So yeah, that grind may be worth it.
Gotcha. I wanna, and she's absolutely right about that. So I wanna look at this. I wanna talk about this. I wanna say, okay. So it said, this says determining your purpose is often a process of discovery rather than a single invention. It says it involves looking at the intersection of your internal values, your natural talents, and the needs of the world around you. Now, based on me, that is 100%. When it says involves looking in at the intersection of your internal values, my internal values are, like when it comes to kids, I'm just different. My values, like what I believe, the type of, I believe in the village. I'm never gonna give up on the village. I swear, I just truly believe that I could get with your kids and literally say the same day if I was around consistently with them. I'm talking about not just somebody walking down the road, but if I was around working with your kids consistently, I could get with your kids and say the same damn thing that you say every day, and they would probably listen to me. I would probably have a bigger impact than you.
Yeah, well,
Simply because you're the parent, and I'm the coach.
Yeah.
See, and they don't want to listen to the parent. You could do the same thing if you was working with my daughter every day.
Yeah.
It's just you need those people outside of the parents that also have that
and reinforce the parent.
Oh man, they reinforce it. They have that relationship with your kids, and your kids are not just hearing the same stale old message from mom and dad all the time.
Everything.
Yeah,
you don't know everything.
Yeah,
if
exactly.
You knew everything, then you wouldn't be here and stuff like that. And then they hear from coach, like, oh, well, if coach said it, must be true.
It must be true. Exactly.
Yeah. And then they go back. Coach told me the other day, blah 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 blah. Well, wait a minute, I just told you the same damn shit.
Same shit.
But it hit different when coach said it.
It hit different. And they're not just coach, you know what I'm saying? I brought it up before. I used the example before. One time when Claire Husband said, Bill, we got to take Rudy to the doctor. Bill was like, well, shit, what am I? You know what I'm saying? Like, so he say something, but because he dad, it don't count what he say. Even though he's been doing this, he's been working in this field all his life.
Yeah. He's the expert on it.
Yeah.
But you ain't the expert in this house.
Not in this house. You don't count. Your words don't count. You know what I'm saying? Now, for all you women that laugh at that, if that would have been flipped, and they would have said, oh, we need to go get some legal advice from somebody else since Claire was the attorney, oh, hell would have broke loose in that house. But anyway, we ain't gonna go there tonight. But I mean, with that being said, my values are on such another level when it comes to kids. I truly believe in the village. Your natural talents. I have a natural gift for working with children. I myself, I can use myself as an example. I have a natural gift of working with children, and the needs of the world. I don't think nothing is more important than at this time. Nothing is more important, in my opinion, because of who I am and what I enjoy doing, than us creating a village for the children. Mm-hmm. I don't think nothing is more important than that right now. I joke, I talk shit on here all the time, but guys, y'all see me out there with them kids. I'm in such a zone, half my parents are even scared to say anything to me until, like Miss Tanya they get to know me. Once they know me, they know that I'm a crybaby. Like I'm a big old teddy bear. But half the time I'm so in a zone when I'm out there with my kids that I don't want to talk to nobody. If you're talking to me, you're bothering me. Leave me alone. I'm in a zone. So like I really get into. So when you talk about the purpose, and it says determining your purpose is often a process of discovery discovering what you are good at, discovering what is important to you, and rather than just a single intervention, just some invention, and just something that just happened, just single. No, that ain't it. But discovering what makes you feel good day to day, and how you make the best impact on what you care about the most. And it could be a single situation sometimes, but I feel like in my situation, it has been something that I cared about the most. That's where I found mine at. And it says, reflect on your internal clues. Your life already leaves patterns that point toward what matters most to you.
Right.
That's what it says. Then it says, identify flow states. Pay attention to activities that make you lose track of time or feel energized rather than drained.
Yeah.
What's something that makes you lose track of time? Something that you enjoy so much. So mine just ain't kids either. Because I really do enjoy entertaining people.
Yeah, I know that.
I really
You
do enjoy entertaining people. I can sit there and we can get to going, do right. And before you know it, 6 hours done passed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I did it at your house.
Yeah.
I sit there and play music for 6 hours at your house.
It'll get you spending tons of money without no future written. like, I can do this with this. Yeah, but you ain't got nothing lined up yet. It don't matter. I love it. Yeah, you love it.
Yeah.
I give you that.
Now you got to be careful with that.
Oh, yeah, because
there's a lot of things that we love out there that I don't want to say. I don't want to say that it's our purpose, or if it is your purpose, maybe it is. A pimp. What is a pimp's purpose?
What is a pimp's purpose? To take money from women.
See,
That's what his purpose is. It ain't to protect nobody.
well, that's what he say, ain't it?
No, because if you abusing the people that you're supposed to be protecting, you're not protecting them. So no, his purpose is to take money from women that did what they did to earn the money. No, that's bullshit. That's corporate America.
What is the purpose of a whore? Yeah, you ain't lying. Well, you like, boy, you said something else. What is the purpose of a whore?
To supply a service for pay. I mean that's what, but that's not their purpose. It's just that's the purpose of that title. So just because she's doing that doesn't mean that's her purpose in life.
Gotcha.
So,
gotcha.
And I want to read this comment because I think before we get too far away from it, 'cause I think it kind of ties into what you're saying right now.
Okay.
So Quentin Robinson, he says, well, my purpose was being the best father I can be. With me not knowing my father, I told myself I would never be like him, no matter if I had 10 kids. But when I met Coop and the Honey Badgers and seen how he cares for all the kids, any kid, even if they are not running, that changed me to be like my purpose is for kids, not just mine. Hell, I'm coaching the babies on the team that say it all, LOL. And at first I read that first part of his comment because I waited to read the second part. And when he said that his purpose was to be the best father he could be, I felt like he felt that, but that wasn't a purpose, that was a goal.
Yeah.
Because if your purpose is to be a parent, you're gonna outlive your purpose because your kids ain't gonna be there forever. And then what you do, you're gonna have to keep having kids so you can keep being the best father. But what he said at that second part, that to be like a father figure for anybody, kids, no matter what, that is a purpose. Because that's not an easy thing to do.
Absolutely.
And
let me tell you,
that's a lot.
He has been with me for some years now, and he has stepped it up. I can honestly say I can walk off and start doing other things, and I know he's gonna handle business.
Right.
Him and his son have believed in me as much as anybody that I've had on this team. You know, and that's honest to God true. They have stuck with me and hung in here with me and believed in me, and in the end, you know, his son is going. Yeah, shit, we gonna get him there. You know, so Quinn is really, he got me kind of shit. God damn, Quinn.
But I think that also solidifies
I
what I'm
appreciate
saying.
that though, Quinn. I appreciate that, man.
That parenthood was the vehicle. The honey badges is the vehicle that led him to his purpose.
Yeah.
And the great thing is, by him being that parent and having a son in there,
Yeah.
now he's driving his son to his purpose.
Right.
It may not even be working with kids,
Right.
but now he's got this foundation that he's driving on.
Oh, he definitely got it. He definitely got it.
That he'll probably find his purpose even sooner than a lot of us.
It ain't. I've matured to a level to where I don't let everybody get under my skin anymore. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I love all those kids out there. I love them all. He's not lying about that. I love them all. Shit, I'll go to bat for any one of them. But one thing that I have changed is I don't let the actions of each kid on that team now get under my skin to the point where it drives me nuts like I used to with that first group. I was emotional all the time because I couldn't, you know, it was just so much. You see so much in these kids and you want them to find their success, you know, but they got so many things they want to do in life, and they, you know, it's like, dude, if you just hang in there, if you just, you know, oh, but I gotta go make some money right now. Motherfucker, what money are you gonna go make that's bigger than paying $50,000-$60,000 a year for your education? Like well, you blind, you know? and then it would piss me off so bad because then I turn to the parent, I say, what are we doing here? Like, what are you? Well, if that's what they want to do, like I be wanting to throw the goddamn shit, something at them. Wake your ass up! Damn it!
But no matter what you've been able to do, you wouldn't have been able to do anything to change their mind.
I can't do nothing. Some people have it so. I'm gonna tell you what. Okay, so what really used to? I was gonna try my best not to cuss that much. Fuck that. Yeah. Here we go. It's gonna happen. Okay.
Wait a minute.
I wasn't gonna cuss that much tonight. I was trying to be serious. What'd you say?
Yeah. I'm gonna hit it again for you. Hold on.
Stop it. Get some help.
No, I'm not. Okay. What would stop me is this whole we gotta let them live their own life thing when we talk about the kids. I'm just talking about mine right now. I'm talking about my purpose, guys, and what I was saying. And we gotta let them live their own life. We gotta let them make their own decision. They don't know shit.
No shit.
They don't know shit. What is this? I'm so tired. I'm be honest with y'all, guys. I understand you cannot make people do what they don't want to do. But at the same time, guys, lead them there. Some of the greatest artists that we've ever seen in our life were led there. Some of the greatest athletes were led there by their parents. The Jackson 5. I mean,
Ooh, that's a horrible example. But I hear what you're saying.
No, they were led there. No.
They were led there.
They were led
by
there.
the nose. They ain't had no choice. They little bitty kids.
Okay, they were led there.
Okay, go ahead. And
Are we saying the Jackson 5? Are we saying? I mean, when we talk about the talent and the accomplishment.
Yeah, the accomplishments.
But it's a lot that comes with that.
Right. So we can't ignore the dysfunctional side of it because those little kids
Do we not have the
up.
same dysfunction in our own goddamn family?
No, we don't have the same dysfunction in our families. No, that's a totally different dysfunction. Totally different.
It's just broke. We just broke.
No. You looking at monetary. them kids did not grow up and have a normal childhood.
Who do?
Well, a lot of us do that ain't under scrutiny like
What about
that.
Serena?
Under microscopes
What
like
about
that.
Serena and Venus?
And they were protected.
Huh?
They were protected. They didn't have the same life as the Jacksons.
They
Now,
daddy-
I would say that I agree with you on that. They were guided. Their dad guided them to, but he also protected them at the same time.
Right.
Joe Jackson, he guided them and he fucking put the boot out there and put him out there. And look, man, come on, Michael Jackson. Look at this dude
How
as
was
an
he not-
adult. He didn't. You could tell he did not have a healthy childhood.
How?
How? Let's see. He put an amusement park in his backyard. His best friend was a pet monkey. He slept in the hibernation chamber. He cut off his nose and his chin and bleached his skin white. When he had a kid,
Serena did that too.
he hung the baby over the balcony. I'm just saying.
Did Serena bleach herself?
Okay, and what else? And married a white dude. I mean,
She been around white people all her life in titties.
there you go. And that's what she was led to do. I'm just saying. I ain't saying nobody's perfect. But when you take a child and cease them from being a child and throw them in a grown-up world, they don't usually function.
A lot of people said
good.
Tiger Woods was led,
Uh-huh.
you know, to
Where
the life
Tiger
he
Woods
had.
at right now again?
Yeah.
Where is he at?
I mean, he was one of the greatest golfers to ever play the game.
Yeah,
He is the greatest black golfer to ever play the game.
most definitely. Is he a perfectly functioning adult in
Of
society?
course not. Of course not. Of course not.
I mean,
He tried to put his
it's a trade-off.
he tried to
seem
put his
like it.
penis in every piece of white crotch it was in life. But I mean,
I mean, you can lead so far, but if you don't let them lead their own life, I feel like they don't know how to live their life no more. And you really got to be careful with that. You got to let them make the mistakes and come back, circle the block, and come back around to it or something. Or
they might not come back.
They might not, but they'll always appreciate. There's gonna be that epiphany moment when they say, "Man, now I fucking get it." Unfortunately, they got to go
How
through some
much
shit.
money and time have you spent during that time when they didn't get it?
But that's one thing that we all can relate to. We all had to do that.
Man, shit, I'm not trying. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't
We all
want to do
have
that.
to do that.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want to spend my time trying to correct mistakes that I knew the child was gonna make.
Yeah. We can sit up here and tell that child not to touch that hot stove. We can tell that child don't climb up on that chair. But as soon as we turn our back, they're gonna touch that stove. They're gonna climb up in that chair. They're gonna bust their ass and they're gonna burn themselves. And the first thing we're gonna say is, we told you not to do it, but we can guarantee you.
If I'm gonna do
they ain't
right, or
gonna
if
do
I
it
gotta
again.
do right around me, I might be able to build something around that stove to
then-
keep their ass away from it.
Yeah, but then you just coddling them. They not learning. We just building barriers for
I
them.
got to switch.
We can't be there forever.
Shit, god damn,
We can't
man.
be there forever.
So we just gonna let them burn that hand?
Unfortunately. But we ain't gonna let them burn their hand off. But they gonna do
They
shit.
calling people on you now.
My dad used to tell me, don't mess around with them electrical plugs. I fucked around and stuck some of that electrical plug. It shocked me, but you know what? I ain't never did that shit again. And I respect it. And I respect them for telling me that.
You lucky you made it out of it.
I am lucky, but that's a lesson that I had to learn. But it wasn't just a lesson of not stick something in the plug. It's, man, I should listen to what he's telling me, because
I think something has happened to all of us, dude, right? I damn near drowned, hell. I mean,
Yeah.
I think something has happened to all of us, but
yeah.
but if we can save our kids from some of this heartache,
Right.
shouldn't we go all out trying to do that?
Try to save them?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we should try to save them, but
Like, and
We
I'm
also
not
gotta have-
just talking about heartache of failure when it comes to our lives. I'm talking about like the fact that if it wasn't for my mom, I still would have been paying college student loans in my 40s. Mm-hmm. I still would have been paying in my 40s. My mom, I've said this before on the show, my mom's wedding gift to me was to pay off my student loans. Now, if we got an opportunity, like Quentin, for example, with his son has spent all these years with me. His son right now is running, he's on a trajectory to be running something that by the time he's a junior, matter of fact, he should be getting recruited very well. We've done all this work.
Okay.
Now, if he come to me tomorrow and say, man, coach, I'm kind of getting tired. Okay, take off a little bit, but you bring your ass right back here. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't get that. I mean, at this point, they put so much, his dad has put so much time in. I would be at the goddamn door with his daddy. I'd probably be in front of his daddy, telling him, nigga, you done lost your motherfucking mind. I'm not having it. There are certain ones that just, I cannot, like, and I don't do that with everybody no more. That's what I have learned. Mm-hmm. There are some where I back, and they'll tell you, they might not say on here, but they'll tell you if you ask them. There are some ones I back up. They be like, man, Coop, such need to be out here too. Hey, man, I back up now because I've been there, and you're like, it's like they take your heart and they like put it up under that damn spike and they just slide it all up and down the damn track, you know, and so you get to a point where you understand I can't keep doing this to myself,
right?
Because I'm killing myself.
Yes,
because I want it more than this goddamn, not just the kid, but the entire family.
Right.
And I'm the only one that ain't gonna get shit out of it.
Right.
I'm the only one that's not gonna get shit out of this. I'm not trying to train kids to make $60 an hour training, and they know that. I won't even do personal training. You know, I don't even do it. I only train. They know I only want to train my club kids. I've been asked 1,000 times to personally train somebody. You know, and I don't want to do it. I don't have a desire to do that. You know, I want to train my kids, you know. So I'm the only one that don't get nothing out of it yet. I want it more than you. I've had kids that left their goddamn paperwork sitting up on the shelf, and damn near lost their degree. Crazy shit. Like, are you fucking insane? You know, I be wanting to take some of them upside their damn head because I know that in the future, when you talk about, you know, your purpose, okay, it's gonna be hard for you to get to your goddamn purpose and what you want to do in life, because not only are you gonna have kids, you know, if God bless you with that, you know, and a house note or you rent or whatever, and the car notes and insurance, but you also gonna have a student loan of $400, $500, $600, goddamn, that you could have had paid if you would just do what you are talented enough. God gave you the gift to do. And that is something that I'm going to preach to the end. I'm going to preach it to the end. I'm going to protect myself now, but I'm going to preach it to the end. And I know I found my purpose because it does affect me that much.
Yeah.
It affects me. It bothers me when I see kids not take advantage of the gifts God has given them. Mm-hmm. And the fact that you got people that you've been surrounded with by your parents, you know, that to help guide you in the direction of future success for yourself.
Right.
You know, whether you want to go to college or not. I mean, whether you even work in your degree or not, if you get one, to have one and to have it paid for is an absolute blessing.
Agreed.
That is a blessing. And I'm going to tell you, man, college helped to raise me because it is a different world. That show wasn't no bullshit. Mm-hmm. It truly is a different world. It's a different world. It's a world of, just like the military is a different world. You know, that's a different world. You're going to have to get your act together or you're going home. Or in the military, you might be going to the brig, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know, you better get your shit together or you gonna have problems. You know, that's my point. So with that being said, like, I mean, I can't let stuff like that happen to these kids and not say something because it is meaningful to me and there is a purpose behind the work that we're doing.
Well, I'm gonna say this, Coop. Twofold statement. The first side of it is, it's hard to find your purpose. It's hard to get to your purpose. And then once you are in your purpose, it's hard in that purpose.
Oh,
and
man.
that's the part that's hard for you. you see the potential in these kids, and you trying so hard, but the thing is, not everybody can see their purpose.
Yeah.
You can see it, others can see it, but it don't make a difference until you can see it. So until your eyes is open to it, you can't see the forest for the trees. So, and that being said, no, yeah, that was both sides of it.
Right.
It's hard for you and it's hard for them, because if purpose was easy, then everybody have a purpose. Everybody be doing the thing that they supposed to be doing.
Right.
But we know that's not.
Yeah,
it.
it's not true.
You
Yeah.
might be 10 years old and find your purpose. You might be 110 years old and finally find your purpose.
Yeah.
So,
I believe a lot of people never do.
yeah.
I honestly think a lot of people never do. I think a lot of people just go day to day and they never find.
Or they avoid it.
Ooh.
They might see their purpose, but just refuse to do it.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's get
Tanya?
yeah, these comments. Melinda said,
Melinda, okay.
if you're in your zone, it's likely you are serving your purpose in that moment. Now, I tell you right now, Melinda, she like you with them kids. I don't know how, she like the kid whisperer. I couldn't do that in a million years. Be surrounded by a bunch of 2-year-olds?
Yeah.
I can't deal with one. You get 10, 12, 20 of them in a room, blah, 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 and she can sit up there and hold her cool and get them kids to calm down. You are blessed.
If that was you.
Oh, I'd be done kicked every kid out the window. I'd be under the jail. Oh yeah. Riggs be coming to get me with some handcuffs. Would you get these little jokers? I couldn't take it, man. So bless her heart, and she wants to do it.
Yeah,
Boy.
that is a challenge.
And so
I still believe.
her calling is.
Oh shit! But God gave that woman something.
She likes serving, and that's the same thing with them kids. I
Yeah,
don't think she loves the kids. Like, she loves kids, but she loves serving.
Yeah.
Because she serves the kids and she's serving the parents. Just like when she cooks, she'll cook something. Make sure you take some of this to cook. Yeah, she likes serving.
Melinda, I want that peach, croissant.
Oh, that that breakfast sandwich.
I could eat that shit every single morning. Every morning. I would drive to y'all house to get it. Every morning. I would drive to your house to get it, and I will pay for it when I get there. Every morning. I really could. I'm not joking. I would do it too. I would get up and drive to that house.
Oh my gosh. You something else.
That is outstanding.
Tanya said, my purpose is to deliver God's message to those who need it. I also mentor young women healing journey. I'm really passionate about senior citizens and supporting them through their transition with dignity and respect in hospice. They have my whole heart. They will be struggle, participation. No, I'm sorry. There will be struggle / participation.
Preparation before you.
Is that preparation? Why
Yeah.
am I saying participation?
Yeah, you
I'm
good.
sorry, Tonya. Preparation may not be. Oh no, that may move before you step into your purpose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that your
Absolutely.
purpose may not be profitable, but there will be a reward.
God damn, all that.
And Melinda said, "I got you."
All that. Tanya has called me before and texted me before and just told me things that in her visions, man, and I have respected her ever since. It ain't just because she coming on this show, man. She just out of nowhere. I mean, she knows me. I know of her, but I mean, just out of nowhere. I mean, it wasn't like we were just cool, you know. I don't know her like that, you know what I'm saying? But I know of her, and she's contacted me about different things in her visions, man. I respect that so much, man. That somebody make time to contact you with anything that's on their heart, their concerns about you or your family or anything like that. Because people don't have to do that. A lot of people
Right.
don't do that. They won't reach out to you and with concern. You can tell when a person has concern.
Actual
for you.
concern for
yeah,
you.
actual
Yeah, yeah.
concern
Yeah.
for you. You know what I'm saying? And not being petty or anything like that. Nah. So Tanya's a real one, man. She got my respect.
Was she at the party?
Huh?
Was she at the party?
No, Tanya not from this area.
Oh, she not?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's back home.
Oh, in
She's back
Crockett.
at home area. Well, Tanya don't live in Crockett. She don't live in Crockett, but she I know her from back home. That's people from back
Okay.
the home area. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, she live. Shoot. I don't know
Yeah,
what
I'm
Tanya live.
gonna say, hey, if y'all watch this show and y'all come to one of Coop's parties, don't hesitate to speak to me because I want to meet y'all.
Yeah.
Because I want to see the person behind the comments. So I appreciate Tom sitting up here saying to me. And I noticed when I was sitting over there, I kept seeing Tom, he'd look at me and stuff, and I was like, damn, did I do something?
Nah.
And then when he finally moved over and he was sitting next to me, he said, oh, hey, man, I want to let you know I'm Tom. I'm like, oh, Tom, okay. No, I'll be coming. I said, oh, Tom.
Yeah.
So,
Tom,
I want to meet y'all. Don't be scared of me.
He's one of the coaches on the team too, so you'll
Okay.
see him out there at the meets.
Okay.
He normally is so he coaches high school track too, like St. Dominic Savio. Shout out to St. Dominic. Yeah, Tommy go always up against Savio. They're a private school, but they're normally at the ground when I host my big meet that you come to. They're normally at state for private school state, and down in Waco and Baylor. But they have moved those dates now, so he should be out there this year.
Okay.
He should be out there. So yeah, looking forward to having him out there.
Be
for the
out
meet
there
this
too.
year.
I'm gonna be out there
Yeah.
interviewing the kids and everything.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
gonna be
need some
cool.
permission slips though.
Yeah, man, boy, please. They already know what's up when they come to our meet. They already know what's up. Let's go ahead with this. Let's try to get finished with this.
Yeah.
I actually gotta go to work tonight.
Okay.
Analyze your frustrations, deep anger or frustration at specific injustices. Climate change, poverty often signals a passionate cause you feel driven to address. Analyze your frustration. So I think some of the people that have been analyzing frustration based on the situation with the war, our current situations in power, in government, the DEI stuff. I mean, we've been through a lot now in a short amount of time.
So just like Miss Crockett.
Yeah.
That would be somebody that
Yeah.
you would feel like has found her purpose.
Yeah.
And she's fighting a good fight.
Yeah, some of those major people that are fighting that fight. Yeah, like Crockett would be able to. That is her. Oh, she's so. Yeah, that's a perfect example. She has given her life to it. Somebody that becomes. I've always said. For example, like a nun or a Catholic priest. Where they're not. They give their entire life. They're not supposed to have a family. They're not supposed to have. They ain't supposed to be intimate, what I'm saying? Like when it comes to sexually. That's tough.
It might not be a good example.
That's not a good example?
You said Catholic priest.
Well, I'm the ones that do it correctly. The ones that do it. The ones that do it.
I would say certain ones may have the purpose, but maybe some other ones, they thought that was their purpose, but it really wasn't.
Yeah, because they ended up doing some things they
Yeah.
shouldn't have done. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
The real
I'm just
ones.
saying, if you actually did it and you was truthful and real about it and really dedicated to your calling,
Right.
I guess.
For real.
That's a hell of a purpose, man.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean-
that's a hell of a sacrifice to say that you're never going to have a family. You're never going to have a wife. You're never going to have kids. I don't know. That's a hell. That's a hell of a sacrifice. I've always said that. Look to your childhood. Your purpose. Here we go. Recall what fascinated you before social and professional pressures took over. Early obsessions often reveal your most authentic interests. Look to your childhood.
That's starting to seem like that list is, if you want to find your calling, do these things. But I don't know if your calling is something that you find. I feel like your calling is something that finds you.
Well, it looks like.
You know what I'm saying?
It looks like some of this stuff is saying exactly that. If you look at it the other way, this is saying look to your child. What would your purpose come? What would be on your mind so much that, or what would mean so much to you? I guess this is trying to say what would mean so much to you that you would find your purpose in trying to make that a better situation or or fix it or whatever it may be.
Right.
If your childhood, for example, coaches meant a lot to me when I was a child. So that's why I kind of looked at this like, okay. Recall what fascinated you before social and professional pressures took over. So before I became an adult and was in a professional world, who were some of the people that impacted me the most outside of my family? Coaches always helped. They were able to have a word that I would actually listen to when I might not want to listen to nobody else, sometime, because I enjoy being an athlete, you know what I'm saying? So that really, sports helped to reel me in when my attitude wasn't the best, and, at times still ain't been, but, sports definitely helped to keep me doing something positive that kept me out of getting in more trouble than I probably already did, So that was my thing with that. So if you recall something that was, I also did not have, I had a grandfather, did not have the actual dad with me. So I understand the importance of, having that male figure, saying for a lot of kids that might not have had that dad. So I wanted to be, a male figure that could be looked up to by a lot of these kids. So that's one of mine too. I don't know if you, anything in your childhood that meant that you took over to the next level?
In my childhood?
Recall what fascinated you before
Well,
you became a professional.
I know it's something that I enjoy because, I was tinkering with electronics since I was a kid.
Early obsessions often reveal your most authentic interests.
Because I've been messing with computers and electronics for years. I enjoy it. I definitely think it's a passion.
Yeah.
I don't think it's my calling, but I think that my passion is a skill that I use in my calling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that for sure. I think a lot of our skills that we've gained over the years help us with our calling.
Yeah,
I like with
makes
Tanya,
sense.
what she was saying, working in hospice and stuff like that, her wanting to go to school, getting trained, getting all these skills and experience helps her in her calling and purpose. So yeah, Melinda going to school, getting her certifications and everything, taking those skills and applying that, and what she does fulfills her purpose. So I feel that.
Melinda going to shelf school
Lord,
would make me smile and fulfill my purpose.
I don't know if she want to go to church school, but I don't know. I hear what you're saying,
Okay.
and I hear what that's saying.
Okay.
But it's like, to me, when you find your calling, your purpose, it's like it's the day that everything changes. Like everything you knew just almost ceased to exist. To the point to where if some people get it, they almost forget they got family.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know y'all got this going on, but I gotta get this done. I'm sorry, I forgot to pick you up. I got caught up in this thing. I don't know.
Like Steve Jobs, Steve Jobs,
Jobs? I don't know what calling he had besides to use people.
Was it Apple or whatever? Was it?
Yeah.
They said it. They said it. What I was saying when you say forget the family, they said his family relationships got to the
probably
point
because
they
he
was
was just trash. But anyway, I don't know. Allegedly,
yeah.
I would say this
about his family. That's what
that
I'm talking
everybody knows Steve Jobs for Apple, but what they don't know is the guy behind Apple, who purpose and dream and drive was to build a computer.
about. Okay.
And I hate that I don't remember his name, but he doesn't get talked about. Steve Jobs was just somebody that was a good mouthpiece, and he sold the dream, but he didn't create the dream. And I think I hate talking about Steve Jobs because Steve Jobs helped start Pixar movies. Pixar with Cars and Toy Story and all that stuff. But it wasn't Steve Jobs that sat up here, was in the room trying to figure out how to draw characters on a computer. That's the thing I hate. It's those people who feel like that's their calling, that was staying up night after night, not sleeping, trying to figure this thing out. It's the people who have the calling. The people with the calling don't get credit.
Right.
People with the calling, people don't know their names. And that's what makes you have that real calling. When you ain't worried about hearing your name being called, you do it because you got to do it. You ain't sitting up here hounding people or trying to be in every interview and shit like that, trying to have your face on every magazine and television.
Oh, yeah, I give a shit
And
about
that's
all
why it irks me when I hear Steve Jobs, because I don't feel like he was that person. Just like freaking Bill Gates, I don't feel like he was that person. That person was the person that you didn't hear
You
about.
won't hear nothing else about Bill Gates now, other than him trying to probably get to Aruba or somewhere. He trying to get the hell out of here. That's what you're gonna hear about Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Well, same thing about Jack Daniels with
you see what I'm saying?
and Uncle Nearest. The black man was the one that
His calling, his purpose was making that whiskey.
Yeah, that black man
And them
made
white
that.
dudes took that shit and ran with it.
Yeah.
To this day, we know who Jack Daniels is,
Of course.
but we don't know him.
Yeah, he
And that's
all over the
sad.
place. Yeah.
And
I know him personally.
The funny thing is, all the people that was on Epstein's Island is not the people with the vision or the purpose.
Here we go.
There's other people who had the vision and the purpose
Yeah.
that got them to Epstein Island.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Definitely is. Indeed. Shit.
Look, your drive and your purpose has gotten somebody else up there to places that you may not dream about being, but it's sad that even if you just had 10% of what they getting off of you, you could be living a better life and fulfilling your purpose that much more.
Right.
The sad thing is, people that are fulfilling their purpose are not the people that are living good lives.
Yeah.
That's the sad thing.
That's the sad part. Yeah. Yeah.
People like there's teachers
They
that
say
devote
the good man
their
always finish
lives.
last.
Yeah. Would you say the good guy?
The good guy always finish
Oh,
last.
man. And that's because we accept that bullshit.
Yeah.
We accept that. There's teachers that devote their lives to teaching your kids,
Yeah.
but we won't pay them.
Don't pay them shit.
But we can drop a bunch of bombs.
Yeah.
It makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. Devote their whole lives to that. Bus drivers drive buses for 30, 40 years. That's gotta be your calling and purpose, to make sure them kids get to school and back home safely. But won't pay them no money.
Nope.
Nurses.
But it'll be on every news station in the world, goddamn.
Or if they wreck.
If they wreck.
Yeah. Oh,
If they
man.
turn that goddamn bus over, it'll be on every
Yeah.
news station in the goddamn in the state. Yeah.
Nurses get paid well, but they don't get paid as good as doctors. But
course not.
who with the patient more?
Right.
Who's sitting up here wiping asses and doing the shots and make sure the medication is there?
Right.
It's like the people with the real purpose are not the people that are recognized or compensated for.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to find somebody that's following their purpose, go find some dude that's broke as a joke.
The one behind the scenes. Yeah.
And I guarantee you'll find the purpose.
Right.
But you'll never find that purpose with somebody that's way up there at the top. Because their purpose is just to sit up here and be on the top.
Did you ever see the movie Come Talk to Me?
Remind me what that movie is.
The movie with Don Cheadle and where he was an old hood cat that got on the radio. He's had a little radio session when he was in jail. He's an old hood cat that got on the radio, and old boy from 12 Years a Slave was the one that got him on the radio. I can't never remember his name. He got an African name. He was the one that got him on the radio. But Don Cheadle was just his hood cat. Oh boy, he really had a passion for radio though, and his goal the whole time was to get on. Here's Carson.
Oh, Johnny.
Johnny
The
Carson.
Tonight Show.
Yeah, Tonight Show. That was his whole. I mean, that was a dream come true for him, and he got old boy Don Cheadle up to the point where he got on the Johnny Carson show, And I mean, he was just ecstatic. He was his manager, and he's just ecstatic and excited. Shit, Don Cheadle got on there, man. Fuck this play. He got drunk for it and messed it up. Like went out there and just had a terrible interview on there. And I mean, he wanted to kill him. You know, he wanted to fight him, and he was just like, you know. But Don Cheadle was just this old hood cat that just loved the hood. He loved that wasn't his dream.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
You know, that wasn't his dream. He didn't want to be that guy.
That was his purpose. He just wanted to get on the
yeah,
radio.
he didn't want to be that. He just wanted to be that old hood cat that chilled on the radio in their little
And
local
talk to
level.
his people.
Talk to his people. He
Yeah.
didn't want to be this big,
Yeah.
you know, kind of like Pimp C. Pimp C didn't want to be this, to me, my opinion, you know, UGK. Pimp C didn't want to be, when they were talking about doing that song with Jay-Z and all that. I don't know about all this, you know. I don't want to be.
I'm good being
I'm hood.
famous.
I want to be Trill.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I want to be Trill, South, you know, blah, blah, blah. I don't know about all these New York and all this stuff, you know. So, you know, it's just certain people that, you know, they see your talent, they see your potential. They want to take you all the way to the top. But in your mind, that might not be what you were here for. That might not be, like, that's not the angle that you necessarily want to, you know, go with, whatever your talent is. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It just, everybody's people will see things for you. Mm-hmm. But if you don't see those things, you know, you know,
maybe it's not for you.
maybe
to
it's
have
not
that.
for you, you know.
Yeah.
So, now I don't agree with that with kids. Fuck them kids. Goddamn, you do whatever you gotta do to save yourself a lot of bullshit on the back end. I don't agree with it. And that's coming from experience.
Well, cool.
I don't agree with it.
How they gonna do that? How are you gonna get these kids to do that when all us is a punk ass parents?
We some punk ass parents. We some punk ass parents. We some punk ass parents. I know. Don't mean I gotta agree. When we some punk ass parents, I already know. Define your why. Shift focus from what you want to do, career goals, to why you want to do it. Ooh, I like this. Shift focus from what you want to do, your career goals, to why you want to do it. Core values like compassion, innovation, or service.
Yeah.
So instead of
What you want?
ask why you want it. You
Yeah.
know, and you got a better chance of finding your
That's why I want to put on this event.
purpose.
It ain't what I want to do, is why I want to do it, and it compels me to want to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not even for me. I don't want to. Man, who wants to spend a lot of money with no return?
Right.
You know,
Right.
for somebody else.
Right.
But it's why I want to do it. Hey, I see what's going on with y'all. I hear your complaints. I hear your pain.
Right.
I want to do something about it. I don't want to be the problem. I want to be the solution.
Right.
And I think that's the why. When you sit up here and say, I want to be the solution, you done found it. Your purpose just hit you in the face.
Gotcha. Yeah, totally agree. Some of the things they said you could do to seek external perspective. Ask for feedback. Reach out to 3 to 5 trusted people and ask when they've seen you at your best or what they think your unique contribution to the world is. Identify your heroes. List people you admire. The specific qualities you respect in them are often the same values you want to embody yourself.
Right.
You know, observe your natural role. Notice what people usually come to you for, whether it's for advice, technical help, or emotional support. So, yeah. I mean, you know, people can help you figure out what it is that makes you special, you know, as well. So I want people to, as I get closer to, you know, this season really kicking off strong, I know that people are going to, more and more people reach out to me in this world that I'm in, this track world. And whether I want to accept it or not, there are a lot of people that are going to reach out to me with questions about what to do next, seeking advice. And I know how I felt when I came into this, and if you really care, if you really do care, and you want to help people be successful, you want these kids I wanted to help these kids be successful, then it's gonna bother you when every single thing you're doing, you're getting it out the mud. It's just gonna bother you. You would love to have some support. Mm-hmm. You would love to have people that you could lean on to help you with this and help you with that. And I was very fortunate to find that in a guy named Carmen Kier. I was very fortunate to find that. This guy has taught me so much, just about the game, just about running events, just about the track world period. And he's been there with me the entire time. And when I was really to a point where it was going to be hard for me to handle the public and the scrutiny and the people that we consider, let's just be real, haters. Mm-hmm. He's always been there to kind of be honest with you, kind of hold my hand. And that's where I've been compared to most. I had somebody that I could help, and he has helped me along the way. And so when you talk about what I just read when it comes to external people, being able to kind of help you to see your gifts, see your potential, and see why it's important that you don't let folks get in your head. You don't let people help you to think that, hey, this ain't for me, or I need to give up, and I need to quit, and I need to, no. You need those people. You need those people around you that are going to believe in you as much as you believe in yourself. Believe in you when you don't believe in yourself. Boy, if you got some of them, Candace being by my side, some of these parents that I've had that, like a Quinn, that just, they hang in here with me no matter what. Our good days, our bad days, they've hung in there with me. These are people that inspired me along the way. And that's why we've been able to fulfill so much in our purpose now. And I hear my friend that wanted me to speak about this tonight. And I am going to definitely try my best to be louder and prouder about what we're accomplishing in the community and why it's important and why everybody, I feel, needs to get their kids involved in one way or another when it comes to what we're doing out here. I think it's exceptional, and I think that it is my purpose from God, because I wouldn't be this passionate about it if it wasn't. So I'm happy, and I hope that people are seeking their purpose to utilize the gifts that you've been given to not only make yourself happy, but to inspire and help somebody else out in the community.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
Take us home, do right.
I don't know. I said a lot tonight.
Yeah, you did.
A lot.
You did. I saw Tanya real quick. Tanya said the devil will always send distractions to keep you from stepping into your purpose. You goddamn right.
Show you something you think is your purpose, and it's not your purpose at all.
You goddamn right.
Yeah. If you find your purpose, man, you've come a long ways. And if you can complete your purpose, you even better. But hopefully you never complete it, because if you complete it, then, we singing Kumbaya and we got world peace.
Right.
So,
it's never complete.
Yeah, it's never completed. But I would say this: if I'm gonna say something that I haven't said tonight, if you found your purpose, bring somebody with you.
Oh man.
Because
that's it right there.
If you bring somebody with you and share your purpose with them, even if it's not their purpose,
Right.
that's just going to make them better when they find theirs.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that's all I can put. Bring somebody with you, and if you can bring multiple people with you, like I said, I met Mr. Lofton. I know they doing that food bank. He said they got counseling services and everything else. That's not a one-person deal. So he's found a lot of like-minded people
Right.
to come on board. And what's funny, he was talking to me, and the mayor's assistant was there. And it was just me and him talking about it, but she overheard him talking. And she ran over there and she pulled up a chair and she pulled it up. She says, "Oh, I want to be a part of this conversation because this really interests me." Right there, that seed was planted. Just him fulfilling his purpose and inspiring the next generation to get their purpose. So yeah, bring somebody with you, and speak it out loud because you never know who's listening.
Yeah.
So that's all I can say about that.
Most of the people that watch this show, guys, are going to be people that are trying to do good things. I don't got too many people that are full of crap that's gonna follow me and gonna have anything to say anyway that's positive to anybody or myself. So with that being said, guys, if you're living in your purpose, I want to believe that you're living in what God believes is your work. Your work. This is your work that He inspired, that He is hoping that you will be inspired to do while you're here. So with that being said, find your purpose. Find your purpose. Sit back and really reflect on it. Talk to people that you love and talk to people that love you. And what is it about you that makes you unique? And the gift that they see in you. Because people saw the gift in me. It wasn't something that I saw in myself. I mean, look at now. I mean, if you knew me before and you know me now, you know how much of a change has been made. No matter how retarded I get sometime on this show, having fun and joking and playing around, you know how much of a change it has been in my life. So with that being said, guys, I wish you all the best.
Oh, real quick before we leave out, remember I sent you that article about the semi trucks driving themselves, and they're gonna start testing that out here?
Yes.
You remember what I told you not that long ago? I said they building them trucks, and they are trying to replace them truck drivers. I know we got truck drivers sitting up here
they
and
watch
listen
the show.
to us.
Yeah. Well, they said it that night. I mean,
I know.
Rich came on and said it that night.
We appreciate y'all, but and I'm tying this with this. Just because you found your purpose doesn't mean your purpose is always going to stay in the same wheelhouse. Sometimes you're going to have to evolve to keep your purpose.
Oh, absolutely.
So if your purpose is a truck driver and they trying to replace you, you may have to pivot in order to fulfill your purpose.
Oh man, yeah.
Don't let them sit up here and shut you out. You find your way to stay relevant and in the game.
Keep learning. Keep being better. Keep getting. You got to keep learning, guys. That's in any job, though.
No,
That's in any job. That's in what I'm doing. That's why I'm constantly adding to what I'm doing every year. Every single year I'm adding. I'm not gonna let them catch up with me. I'm not gonna let them catch up with me. I'm gonna continue to try to be the best. And that's how you got to think. If you feel like it's truly your purpose, that's how you got to think. You got to continue to be, a leader, a pioneer. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The pack of the wolves, you got to be in front of it. The pack is back there trying to figure things out. You already at the front.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
edge.
Yeah, shit. You at the front. You already got a kill. They trying to figure things out back there.
What's going on up there?
Yeah, shit. I'm waiting on y'all. I'm already eating. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on y'all to catch up. So that's how it's got to be, guys. If you in your purpose, you got to love it. And you should be that way because that means you love it enough to where you are thinking about how can I make it better? How can I stay above the competition? How can I stay better than the rest? That's how I see things. But at the same time, for those like Do Right said, that are willing to come along with you, like Coach Quinn, like Coach Tommy, that be on here with me, that are willing to come, bring them along with you, man. Bring them along with you. Teach them the game. Help them experience the game with you. And, you know, their kids, hopefully, to get the success that you know that they can get coming through the vision that you have, you know, that is your purpose from God, I guess. There you go. All right, guys, we're gonna put this baby to bed. We will come back next Monday, if the Lord say the same, and try to do it better than we did tonight. Until then, salute the real.
Coop in the building. Mr. Durant on the track. Hey, Rick. You already know what it is. Am I still them boys? Salute the real. Let's go. We don't salute the fake, we salute the ones who stay through the pressure and the pain. Never let the cold fade. When the streets were watching close and the wolves was at the gate. Real ones had the ground, never switched them, never played. No cap, no performance, what you see and what you get. Put in work before the cameras, before a single check. You say you solid, prove it. Cause we watching every move. Step up a step aside, we separating fact from truth.